Ladies and gentlemen, this is the reason why EA will not make another Fight Night Round 6 or a Fight Night Champion 2 game in the not too distant future. They will make UFC 3 before they make another iteration of the Fight Night series. This is the reason, ladies and gentlemen. If they make another Fight Night game before they make a UFC game, I will take salt, pepper, mustard, vinegar, tomato ketchup, douse my PS4 in it, and eat that live on my YouTube stream for you all. I'm just saying. Greetings one and all, this is Rhythmworks and welcome to my channel with some Call of Duty World War II private beta gameplay action style. Now the point of my pre-intro was just to give my opinion as to the fight that was. It is approaching 10 o'clock in the morning, Sunday morning, and I honestly do not know who won the fight. I don't know. Didn't get no news or anything, no alerts on my phone, what have you, because I just was not interested. I didn't care and I don't care. And the reason being is simply because I'm somewhat of a pugilist purist at the end of the day. Do you know what I mean? Boxing means a boxer fighting another boxer. Now, if you put a situation where, let's say, Usain Bolt, everyone knows who Usain Bolt is, right? He's retired from the sport of athletics, right? Now, if he wants to play for Manchester United, then that's perfectly fine by me because he's quit his sport to basically deal with something else, to be an athlete doing something else. But if you are a UFC fighter, right, or an MMA fighter, let's say, and you're at the top of your game, why are you going to go into boxing when you're still an MMA fighter? That's just basic greed. I don't give a fuck what anybody has to say to me. That's just blatant fucking greed. Do you know what I'm saying? Because it's not good enough for him to basically be earning a purse through his MMA fights, but he could be earning just as much for a boxing match with a fresh out of retirement boxer like Floyd Mayweather. Guaranteed Floyd Mayweather is not going to go into the octagon to face freaking Conor McGregor, because one kick to his face is going to broke up all his teeth, you know what I'm saying? So he ain't going to allow that to happen to his pretty face, you know what I'm saying? You know, so you got to read between the lines at the end of the day. People's basically saying, well, they're both athletes and yada yada yada, blah de blah de blah. Yeah, they're both athletes. I don't dispute the fact, but at the end of the day, it's like, I'm not paying $99 fucking for a pay-per-view fight to see a fucking MMA fighter fight a boxer who just come out of fucking retirement. You know what I mean? People, please. You know what I'm saying? It's all about the money. It's all about the money. All about the money. And this is setting a very tricky precedent in relation to how sports are going to be covered, you know, and what are going to be the boundaries in sport in future. Do you know what I'm saying? You know, it's not palatable. It doesn't whet my appetite. I have to be fair. But don't get me wrong, I am not hating on anyone who bought into that bullshit. Not hating on anyone. Do you know what I mean? Because your money is your money. You work for your money doing what you basically do. And if you want to pay $90 or what have you for pay-per-view, if you want to buy into all of that, that's your money. It's not the people I'm hating on, it's the actual thing that exists in the first place. Do you know what I'm saying? That's all there is to it with me. Now, moving on from there into Call of Duty World War II. Now, my findings was, before I even go into that, I have to state for the record that I am in no way, right, a COD veteran. I am not a COD veteran in any shape or form. I am a COD virgin. Absolutely a COD virgin. I can count on one hand the amount of COD games I've played. The first game that I played was Modern Warfare 2, I do believe. Didn't like it whatsoever, because it was my first foray into first-person shooters without knowing exactly what it was, because I played third-person shooters before, like Uncharted and, I don't know, Hitman for one thing, you know, but just wasn't my thing until I got into Far Cry 3, and that got me into first-person shooters. You know what I mean? Officially. So going back into Call of Duty, but just having that minimal experience with Modern Warfare 2, was a revelation to me still, but it was in the era of exosuits and wall running and stuff like that, which a lot of COD veterans just could not stand. They did not like that. So it was a downer for them, but I think it was more of a downer for me because I couldn't enter into the COD universe on a footing of, well, okay, we're all gonna play boots on the ground iterations of the game, and that would have probably kept me instead for future generations of the game. But unfortunately, I got into Black Ops 3, which I must say I liked for the most part, but for the fact that people weren't liking it per se because of the reasons I've just stated and what have you, I didn't feel complete within my experience of playing COD after a lengthy absence. That's what I'm trying to say. But now with this game, it's giving people what they want, which is a boots on the ground game, which they've been asking for a long time. It's running on the back of Battlefield 1, and people are making comparisons to it, and I deem unfair comparisons to it, because for me, playing this and playing Battlefield 1 is like McDonald's and a good steak, if you're a meat eater, if you're that way inclined. Do you know what I mean? Nothing wrong with junk food, nothing wrong with junk food, no, you don't eat a lot of it, but some people eat junk food every day. Doesn't affect them one iota. And it's the same thing with Call of Duty and Battlefield. To me, there's room in the marketplace for both of them. You know what I'm saying? I'm not hating on the game whatsoever. It's catering to its demographic of people. Now, when I first started playing the beta, I quite enjoyed it for the simple fact there was no freaking exosuits and all that bollocks. You know what I'm saying? Second of all my friends, well, not all my friends, but a majority of my friends who I game with are going to be getting this game for the same reasons I specified before. So one of them convinced me to get or to pre-order the game, because I hadn't pre-ordered the game. So they were all playing the beta, and they all said, come on, Rhythm, play the beta, it's all good. I said, nah, I'll just get the game when the game comes out. And they said to me, well, if you're gonna get the game when the game comes out, you might as well get the game now and play the beta. So they twisted my arm. So got it, played the beta. When I first started playing it, it was all good. It was all good to begin with. But then slowly, the COD veterans started trickling in the game, because the gameplay was much different. When I first started playing the beta, it was like, yeah, running around, aiming. I mean, who does that? Aiming and firing, So I was kind of getting back into it. But then on the second day of playing it, let's see, jumping, drop shotting, quick scoping. I was getting that left, right, and center. I was getting my ass handed to me on a plate. Yes, I know you have to grind to get the good weapons and to get the good perks and all of that stuff, but it wasn't filling me with joy, to be honest with you, because it got to a point where it's like I was spawning and dying, spawning and dying, spawning and dying. And I thought, what the fuck? And I'm thinking, I'm going to be paying, well, I've already paid £85 for this. Now, I can tell some of you's already saying, but yeah, you're paying £85 for this. Why I pay $99 to watch a Mayweather McGregor fight? Aren't you a bit of a hypocrite? Well, no, I'm not, because with that, it's the principality of the thing. But then people can basically say, well, Sledgehammer are greedy fuckers as well. Yeah, that can be said, but at least there's something that's tangible here. There's something that I can play. There's something that I will consider as something that I own, something that I can play with my friends for the duration. And for an £84 game, complete with season passes and stuff, and even with that, people are going to say, well, you know, I'm just going to buy the base game, and I was advised to just buy the base game after I made my pre-order. But it's cool, it's not a problem, you know what I mean? It's only money, which can be said for people that paid $99 for the fight. I know what you say, but to me, it's like, it's just the root principality of that fight that I just disagree with. You know what I mean? But anyway, so is with that, I'm letting you guys know that COD World War II is probably going to be the last Call of Duty game that I'll purchase. For the simple reason that the game, although it's a different beast to Battlefield, and I appreciate that it's a different beast to Battlefield, it's one of these games that has a wide demographic of young gamers whose spatial awareness and reflexes are way more acute than my own. I'm 53 years old. Do you know what I'm saying? So my reflexes, as good as they may be for the most part on this game, I get quick scoped so many times that I have to literally look at the kill cam to figure out how the fuck they done it. You know what I'm saying? You know? And there is a skill to it. There is an absolute skill to it, and I can't hate on that. Do you know what I mean? If it's in the game, it's in the game. It's not even an exploit. Do you know what I'm saying? It's a skill. But you can get tired of that shit, man. You can get so tired of that shit. And the jumping, yeah. You know, maybe if people were able to jump, I don't know, let's say 2 feet as opposed to like 4 feet, 5 feet in the air. You know, I know that these soldiers were fit, but they could have got into the freaking Olympics if that was the case. You know what I'm saying? No, but sorry if I'm being flippant about it, but do you know what I'm saying, right? You know, but it's only a beta, and some of the issues will definitely be addressed. But having said that, I don't regret my purchase. I really don't. I don't regret my purchase because I'm going to be playing with a great bunch of guys, and we're going to have a good crack and a good laugh. When I did play Black Ops 3, I used to rage a lot in that, but I've stopped that because I'm taking the game for what it is in comparison to Battlefield, which is more or less like a mindless arcade shooter, right? That is a pick up, play, put down kind of thing, right? COD is mindless. Battlefield is mindful and strategic. You know what I mean? I'm not saying one is better than the other, but they both serve its purpose. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's with that, I know that it's probably going to be the last Call of Duty I'm going to purchase. It's going to be the last Call of Duty I'm going to purchase, to be fair. But I'm going to enjoy this one. I'm going to enjoy this one because the On Your 6 squad will be in full effect. And yeah, one of our squaddies who haven't been playing with us in a while, he's getting the game and he's loving it, he's enjoying it, and just for that very fact alone, do you know what I mean? You know, it's going to be a pleasure to play the game amongst our squaddies and him in particular. But anyway, that is all for me for now. I want you to give me your feedback in relation to whatever I've been talking about in this video, about the fight, about COD World War II. Have you played the beta? Is it baking your noodle? Are you staying clear from it? Are you giving it a chance now? It's a boots on the ground kind of game. You know, what are your viewpoints with it? You know, and not necessarily the comparisons with Battlefield, because I think it's a general consensus that we all know what the comparisons are, but just COD World War II as a game, as a whole. what are you guys thinking? What are you guys feeling? Anyway, so with that, I'm going to bid you guys adieu for now. And as always, you done know the coup, whatever the game, media, platform, format, genre. Happy gaming, because that's what it's truly about, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, brothers and sisters. And until I catch you on the next one, please, gamers, stay blessed. Magan.